Becoming a Better Children's Book Illustrator, Part 1. Hi, I'm Tessa, and in 2021, I left my 9 to 5 to become a full-time artist. Currently, I'm on a mission to become a better children's book illustrator by practicing key principles commonly found in successful illustration portfolios. I've decided to document the journey to keep me motivated and to connect with fellow artists, illustrators, authors, educators, and anyone else in the children's book community. Today's practice is character consistency. With children's books, it's obviously really important to make sure characters are recognizable and consistent from page to page. This means characters should be consistent even when their bodies are in different positions, when they are in motion, when they have different facial expressions and emotions, when they're in different lighting. You get the idea. For today's practice, I'm redrawing this bulldog from one of my previous illustrations. One important aspect of consistency is color. I want this to look like the same dog with the same color fur in each picture, but because one is at night and the other is in bright daylight, I'll have to use completely different colors in each. Let's start with the dog in the first illustration. The colors are very muted and blue, with true colors only starting to peek out where the characters are illuminated from the bright light of the hallway. My white and brown was therefore darkened by overlaying some blue and navy. I want to make it obvious, even without a background, that this character is in bright daylight. So I'm going to start with a nice cream color instead of white, especially since I want a white background and I'm not doing any kind of outlining or bordering right now. I'm using the same base brown color and I'm going to darken with a darker brown instead of blue. I'm darkening the white areas with a warm pinkish purple and adding highlights with golds and yellows to show the warm buttery sunlight. As a side note here, although I'm not showing the sun, I picked a spot in the upper right-hand corner where I sketched out where the sun will be so that I know where to add the shadows and highlights. The second thing I'm focusing on in this illustration is consistent proportions between features. So I'm making sure all of the features like the eyes, ears, teeth, nose, etc. are all the same size across images. I also want to make sure they're in the same location, so the eyes are the same distance apart, the teeth are spaced the same way in each image. If the character is wearing glasses, I want them to be the same size in relation to the eyes each time. I find it's easiest to do this when I keep a picture of my original drawing on the screen the entire time to reference as often as I need. Alright, that pretty much sums up my thoughts and ideas behind using this illustration to practice character consistency. If you want to check out my work in real time, you can find me over on Instagram. I'll see you in my next video.